This is a place.
This is a place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name is Nate.
We want to wish everyone a happy National Terry Day.
Terry? Please explain.
I have a father-in-law named Terry.
Okay.
Good enough
I'm like, is it a
explanation?
name or is it something else?
It's a name.
Okay.
So happy Terry Day to my father-in-law, Terry. There you go.
Yeah.
It's also Earth
know.
Day. I mean, it's kind of like it's a holiday, right?
Well, there's Mother Earth, father-in-law. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, basically. What do you typically do for Earth Day to celebrate, Nate?
I take off my shoes and socks and I go out in the yard and I do earthing.
Some grounding.
Grounding. That's what it's called.
Did you say earthing?
I don't know what it's called.
I go do some earthing.
I do some earthing.
I like that better, especially you should change it to earthing on Earth Day.
For
I like
sure.
it. A day we celebrate our Earth. We
The best planet I ever lived on.
Best planet you've ever lived on. Anything else we need to talk about, Nate?
Mammoth are in the playoffs.
They are.
That's a big deal.
So the Mammoth have played a game or two at this point. Right?
Can you believe that game?
Can you believe that? Wow. Against that team? That was crazy.
Yeah.
The way that happened.
Stupid call.
Yeah. Or that other one. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe we gave away that goal.
I'm just glad everybody had a good
But
time.
we came back.
You're giving way too many details. We'll see what happens in the next game. Yeah, that's the noteworthy stuff. Pretty cool to be in their playoffs for the first time in the 2 years we've been an organization. Never got to be in the playoffs as the Utah Hockey Club, but our first time as the Mammoth, and we're in. Must be the name. Must be lucky.
Yeah. And our new Zamboni is all the rage.
It is a pretty cool Zamboni.
The Diesel brothers did it.
It's more for it's like more for show than function, right?
I think so.
I don't think they're actually using it to Zambone.
I think they might. They said like 8 fans can write on it, and it has t-shirt cannons.
That's pretty cool.
So they'll have to let us do it.
I'd like to write on it someday. Maybe that should be one of our podcast goals.
To find out who's in charge of who rides it or not.
Yeah, how we can get up there. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way.
It's gotta.
Anyway, well, I'm smoking some ribs today.
What?
That prompted me to have us do an episode talked about barbecue, because why not? No, the real reason is we did a couple field trips last year, and this was one of them that we have not talked about yet. We went and visited this awesome barbecue place in Draper. And
right
I thought it was
Cowabunga Bay.
Yeah. And if you're interested, this upcoming weekend, they are having an event this upcoming Saturday because it is their 2-year anniversary of being a place, a business.
I think.
So doing a party.
And we love parties.
We love parties. I don't know. Maybe I'll go. Probably not. But if you want to, you should go because they've got some great food. The place we're talking about today is Les BBQ, home of the famous smoked Oxtail King.
I think that's what makes them unique
Yeah.
is the oxtail.
I don't know if I've ever had oxtail in Utah.
That's what I was wondering too.
There might be a place. I don't know of it. So this is the first place I've gone that gave me oxtail. I'd had oxtail when I was on the East Coast.
More common out there.
Yeah. A man from Antigua made us some oxtail. It's a little country, and they're pretty good. And I thought oxtail was pretty good, so we had to give it a shot. So we split a meal. Jeez, Nate, it's been a minute. What did we get? I got some mac and cheese, I think.
Didn't we?
Get some coleslaw. Oh, I probably got some
I feel like I
pictures.
did my typical question asking the guy, what should we get? And I love that he told us what to get.
Exactly what to get. I'm gonna pull up the evidence, pull up the photos.
You know,
When did we go?
that's what I was wondering.
Wasn't I thought it was the same day we went to? Maybe it was a different day.
Wait,
Do I
a
have
second.
photos?
That's Pat's barbecue. I
We
found a
might need to
barbecue
look at.
picture.
You found it?
No, it was Pat's barbecue.
The day we went, I think was the same date. I think it was on the 11th of July. If you can go look back at your photos to that day, because I do not see pictures, but I think you took some. We got oxtail, which was recommended. A little bit more expensive. It isn't upcharge, but I think it's worthy of you upcharging. Are you?
Oh, we got the
Oh
greens
yeah, the sausage
with greens,
greens.
right?
That's right. So it came with two sides, some toast, and then we picked brisket, pulled pork, and then oxtail. Were our three meats.
And you pay more for oxtail.
Yeah, but that's okay. I think it's unique, so it's worthy of the upcharge and worthy of you choosing it as one of your meats. Give it a shot if you haven't had it before. It's pretty fatty meat, right? Like yeah, that's all I'll say. It's pretty fatty. So if that's your style, you like a fatty meat, you might like it. Let's talk about less barbecue. So before the smoke ever curled in Utah, before the oxtails ever made a name on the streets, this story began with a cowboy. Not the kind you see on a TV, a real one. Under the searing Texas sun at Black Roads, young Les Jr. rode alongside his grandfather, Norman Davis, a true black cowboy and legend in his own right. The dirt, the sweat, the sound of hooves. It was all part of a rhythm, a legacy. But in between the rides, there was something else that stuck to his soul. The food. Brisket sandwiches so tender they barely held together. The kind of smoke that hugged your clothes and never let go. No fancy place, just foil, fingers, and food too good to wait for a table. Those summers didn't just raise Les Jr., they seasoned him. When Hurricane Harvey hit Houston in 2017, it didn't just flood streets, it washed away familiarity, comfort, and everything Les and his wife had built. With four young sons to protect and a future to rebuild, they made the gut-wrenching choice to leave it all behind. They packed their life into the back of a truck, hearts heavy but hope alive, chasing higher ground and a fresh start in a place they'd never been but had to believe in. They didn't just bring bags and boxes. They brought grit. They brought faith. And they brought the fire, the kind that's passed down through generations, the kind that carries stories in the smoke and pride in every cut. That fire lit the first pit of what would become Les Barbecue, not just a business, but a rebirth, a new life forged in smoke, love, and unshakable will to provide. Set in beautifully mountain framed Utah, far from the red dirt of Texas, but never far from its heart, Les Barbecue is more than a brand, it's a living tribute. It says at the center of it all, the cut most folks used to toss aside, oxtails. What was once overlooked has now been elevated, smoked, slow braised, and dripping with soul. Our oxtails turn heads and change the game. The The streets crowned him with a name that stuck, the Oxtail King. This is Southern grit served hot. This is legacy you can taste. This is Les BBQ, where strangers turn to family and every plate tells a story. So that is the story of Les BBQ and the man Les.
That's all you really need to know.
All you need to know. I think we saw him there, the man, the myth, the legend, when we were
Yes.
at the restaurant. Seemed like a cool guy.
Yeah.
I know he's been on some podcasts before, and I'll be frank, I didn't reach out. Not that I didn't want to, but
It's hard for us to schedule stuff lately.
it's hard to schedule stuff. Yeah. And
it's not you. It's what does he say? It's not me, it's you.
it's not me, it's you. Yeah. But I don't know. What do you think of the food?
I thought it was good. I thought it was great. It's hard for me not to like barbecue.
Mm.
I think the only place that I would be like, it's not amazing barbecue is like Dickies.
Mm.
They were around, and actually, when they first started, they were okay.
It's kind of a lot of people say about
R&R.
R&R has kind of gone the
Since
same
they've
way.
kind of franchised.
Yeah, franchise it out. I don't know how much I had it before it became something else, but I still enjoy it. Like, I don't think it's bad.
But I feel like, for example, we go to Orlando, or used to go to Orlando every year for a softball tournament, and there's a barbecue place down there that everyone's like, oh, every year we went, they wanted to go there, and I didn't think it was anything better than R&R, but maybe I'm missing something. So I'm not super picky when it comes to stuff like that. And then again, the place down in Provo that I think we talked about,
Bam
right?
Bams.
I thought it was just like hamburgers, for example. It's rare that I'm like, this hamburger is blowing me away. They're just good.
It's good. Good enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I did notice, he is a small location, so it may seem busier than if it were a bigger location. That makes sense. And there was a lot of people there that I'm guessing are not from Utah or from the South. And that
You're
gave me
not
high
originally
hopes.
from here.
Yeah. So look at the people from the South, which they seem to know their barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
And that gave me reassurance that it was authentic.
Like when you go into let's just say a Mexican restaurant, you don't want to
Yeah.
see just a bunch of white people eating there.
Yeah,
That's not a good.
exactly.
That's not a good sign. I wouldn't say it's not a good sign, but it's not what you want to see from a place like that. When it's a place that people from that culture or from that food want to go and eat there, that's a good sign.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean it's bad, but it means it's probably a little more authentic and something people will come out for. I will say, to counter what you said, we were there at kind of an obscure point of the day.
Yeah.
It wasn't at lunch, but it was like at 2:00 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so we kind of got there, and it wasn't that bad when we first went in, but then a rush happened, which seemed kind of odd for
It was at
2:30
2:50 p.m.
on a Friday, right? I think it was like 2:50. Oh, that's what time you took the picture.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a weird time for there to be a big rush, right? Like most people aren't eating dinner or lunch at 2 p.m. We happened to be that day because it worked for our schedule, but it was interesting that was kind of when we were seeing a rush, which again, maybe it feels a little bit more busy because it's smaller, but there was like no seats at that point. It was pretty slammed.
Yeah. And like I said, there were some Southern folks in there getting their barbecue in on close to 3:00.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine during the lunch rush and the dinner rush, it's got to be pretty crazy in there.
Especially for that area, you know. I'm sure a lot of people are that Draper area, it's not too far from like Silicon Slopes and stuff, maybe people come out for some barbecue out there. Maybe a little
That
bit
is a
further
good
for those
point.
people, but I'm sure that area gets pretty busy at the lunch rush hour.
Yeah. for sure.
It's a really cool decorated place. I mean, how would you say that? It's got
Atmosphere.
a pretty cool different theme. He very much leans into the ox is kind of like the logo, and very much Texas, very prominent there. In fact, I had a buddy. The first time I heard about this, someone who lives in Dallas heard about this place in Dallas, came to Utah to try this place because, and he's in Texas. He is in the place, but he heard about this, some friend or some connection he had. And before the restaurant was even open, he did a special order that he could take back with him back to Texas and take the food.
Really?
This is a work friend, a guy that I work with.
Wow.
So if someone is taking this food back to Texas with them, Texas, the hotbed of Texas barbecue, that does tell you it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Did
That's the
you?
point I've been trying to make.
I know. Is there anything you would have done different about what we got? Did you like the greens? Weren't my favorite. I mean, I'm not what were they?
It's like cabbage
I'm not a
or
big
something like
cabbage
that.
guy. I did like the
Collard greens, is
sausage
that what
that
they
came
call
with
them?
it. No, I don't think they were.
It's more
Maybe.
like a cabbage
Yeah, I think it was like a cabbage.
with sausage. I thought it was just fine. I
I thought the
liked it.
sausage was good. I'm not a big cabbage guy. Mac and cheese was pretty great. Brisket was top notch.
Ribs good. Macaroni good.
Meat good.
Meat good. Bread good.
Yeah, all the things you love. Did we? We didn't get a dessert, did we?
I don't think so.
I think they have like a bread pudding, if I recall, that was catching my eye. I'm gonna look at the. Oh my, I've got it on my computer. I guess I could look on here. Let's see what they got today. Let's see what they got. They got the 3-meat plate. You can get a ranch size oxtail bowl, which is $50. Oh my goodness. It says it's big enough for 2. Yeah, they got a banana pudding. So that's kind of like every barbecue place these days. You pick how many meats you want, 1, 2, or 3. Get a Texas plate for $29. They've got barbecue sandwiches, the bowl. They got something called the whole railroad, which is, a full rack of ribs, chocolate chip cookie. You can buy meats by the pound, drinks. Oh, they got dirty rice, potato salad, and that's it. I'm surprised I don't hear about this one more. Like, I hear a lot. It's looking on Toast, the website. It's recommending other places in the area that I hear about more, like Goodwood. I hear a lot about. Kenny J's is one I've been hearing about a lot lately. You mentioned Pat's. I'm surprised this one doesn't get more publicity because I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think more people should know about it. Maybe it's because of the location. It's kind of tucked away, over by, it's by Cowabunga Bay and All Star Lanes right there.
The movie theater.
We stopped in to get some corn dogs for my kids before at hot dog on a stick. So maybe it just gets a little obscured. It's got good reviews, 4.5 stars on 1,000 reviews. I think it's pretty good.
I like it.
This person said they travel all the way from Washington State to try this place. Congrats on them to 2 years, and hopefully many, many more years to come. I'd really like to go back to this place again soon. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Anyways, let us know if you've been here, what you think, or tell us what your favorite barbecue places in the area, and we'll need to check that one out next. As always, thanks for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was a place we just talked about.